He wanted to smash by any means possible. So I was like, oh shit, this is how this thing moves. She's like, yeah, everyone knows.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh.
Reminisce of the time that we had. I be running, I'm running that bag. She be talking you.
What's good, YouTube, man? What's going on, NCL Family? I hope you had a productive day today, man. Ladies and gentlemen, this Philly situation is still ongoing, right? It is still ongoing. I have been late to the news, but, I couldn't go on without reacting to this. So we got Abin Preach, if you don't already know. They are Canadian YouTubers, and I love their perspective on a lot of situations. So we're reacting to them, and it is Young Philly is finished. Fresh and Fish, Chunkz, and Brand, and many more respond. Okay, and honestly, I haven't seen a lot of people that is close to Philly speak out on this situation. Right, I haven't seen a lot of them, but if I got this news that my best friend or someone I was close to was dealing with this situation, the first thing I would do is not go in public, or put a public statement until I know what is going on, until I could be able to communicate with that person. You understand? Without further ado, ladies, man, road to 1,000 subscribers, man. If you're new to the channel, man, this is ProdigyNcl. Join up, man. The latest family on the tube.
May, Drake.
He said what?
June, Dr. Disrespect.
That's funny.
July, Chris from Mr. Beast. August, Mr. Beast. September, Diddy. October, Young Philly. Who's gonna be up in November? Who's gonna be the Christmas special?
Cat Williams, you said that.
You know what this makes me think of? This makes me think of those advent calendars, but instead of chocolate, you just get a dip and grape. Ain't that shit crazy? You know, Christmas before Christmas, you open up. Update on the Young Philly situation. So, since the initial video we did, there's been some updates, and I figured I would cover some of them.
Yes, my peoples, like everyone, I've heard the reports coming out of Australia. Whilst I understand many of you want my reaction on it, as this is an ongoing court case, I hope you guys can understand that I can't and won't be commenting on it publicly. So yeah, I've just come on here to basically let you know the reasons as to why I can't. Love.
What?
Would you let me marry into your family?
110%. You specifically, you are a great flipping human being. On my life, brother. Yeah, I'll let you marry. It'll be nice. We'll see each other times.
Yeah, I wouldn't let you marry my family, but yeah.
Why?
Huh?
I'm a good man.
Yeah.
What's wrong with me?
No, I have too many stories. But anyway, yeah.
What stories?
Huh?
So, you guys remember what I said?
I ain't like, look, they joke around a lot. You can't take everything they say serious, man. You gotta genuinely be joking, just for the plot. Like, that don't mean he actually heard stories about Philly. If he did, then he would not be disassociated with him. Come on now, guys. We can't take every joke they made and not flip it because something actually happened.
When I said that for Philly,
It is over.
it's over whether he's found guilty or not. And people were like, oh, you guys are condemning him. I'm not condemning him to anything. I'm just saying based off of his brand and the work that he's done, the mere accusation is enough to ruin everything he's built up until now, especially in an environment like the media of the UK. You have to understand, this guy was tied to some very big brands. He was doing things with Heinz. He had his own mustard line or some shit. He was doing things with ASOS. He was doing things with BBC. He was doing, with all kinds of things, okay? Which in the context of a great
No Diddy, nigga.
case.
I thought I was about to say.
Yeah,
he was doing a lot of things with his BBC.
He was doing things with his BBC he shouldn't have. But anyways, okay. So then we're going to take a look at some of that stuff. Pause. Super pause. What?
Now, honestly, this must have been the most expensive weekend of his entire life. Because just as we spoke about in the last video, creators and brands have started distancing themselves from Mr. Philly. Now, the first one that I saw was the Sidemen obviously removed their 20 versus 1 edition. That actually happened as I was recording the last video, which, had 42 million views. So that would have been a painful one to remove. The FA cancelled a new show that was going to have Philly cooking alongside other big Premier League players like Saf.
The FA is the most wealthy league in the world. So losing that brand,
My guy.
That's like losing Nike.
I don't watch football, and I know that.
Yeah.
His brand deals with ASOS have all been deleted.
FA is a big brand. Like, yeah, bro. He lost a lot of money. Bro, that's why you got to be careful. Especially when you're in the public eye. And that's why some people say, bro, they rather not have the fame when they have it. I'm not saying just because they want to do some slick shit behind camera, but it's just that there's a certain way you gotta move. You can't move like how you used to move when you wasn't known.
His sauce that he had with Heinz, that's been pulled. His clothing line with Perplex has been taken down. Foot Asylum announced that they are suspending their contract with yungfilly with immediate effect. His dating show with Gymshark called Hit Off has now been unlisted. His first live show for the Chunkz in Philly podcast.
I knew I was underwater.
Oh my God. Deals on deals on deals, bro.
Now being cancelled, and the producers of that show, Upload Productions, well, they said that they are pausing all and any work with yungfilly.
Everything.
Damn.
That's what I meant when I said it's all dead. And if he's found not guilty, it's not coming back.
It's not coming back.
That's what I'm trying to make y'all understand on this. Now,
I believe that. I don't think maybe slowly, like baby steps, you'll be able to start making different deals with brands. But the ones that pulled, me personally, I wouldn't work with them too. Like if I was in his situation and I was found not guilty, I wouldn't work with them too. You understand? So, yeah, man, he gonna have. I mean, look, I'm pretty sure he's like a multi-millionaire, so he has income besides only social media. That's probably his biggest income.
Argue for whether or not it's fair. And there's an argument to be made that before you've been found guilty in court, is it right that you lose everything? And I probably would argue not. But the way brands function, especially in that environment, they don't have the luxury to wait or to find out or to hope because their brand is going to be negatively impacted by public perception.
They work with the same thing that insurance companies work. Liability.
That's it.
If you're a liability to the brand, it's going to be done. Even after, you're still liable. There's that you got that in your aura.
Yeah. But there's an unexpected guest involved in all this that has a take on this and that thinks he's guilty.
Go on.
Fresh and Fit. Yay! The boy Fresh just came out the woodwork. He had a hot take on Philly saying, I know him. The only rapist they support is Andrew Tate, apparently. You want to hear what Fresh and Fit have to say?
Go ahead.
Come on, man. You don't want to hear what them boys got to say?
Again!
Damn right. All right, let's listen, man. And guys, it's going to be choppy, but not because I'm going to edit it, but it's because Fresh is talking. Be patient. All right, I will try it.
Let's go, man. Play the video.
That being said, as the guy behind the scenes,
and then like a lot of those like other like big YouTubers, why haven't any of them come out to defend him? That's my question.
So familiar? Diddy. Who's defending Diddy? Nobody. But why is that though? Could it be true? The way he talks kills me.
Release me. Really?
Why is that though? Could it be because he's guilty? I don't know. But
release that.
There's something that can be said. All right, let's go. I'm going to just skip ahead. So basically, because you guys don't want to hear Fresh talk for 5 minutes, trust me. Fresh talk is about a story that he was in London maybe just a year or two ago. And at this time where he's out with some girls, Philly ended up showing.
Who else was there?
Bro, the other nigga tell the story. Yo, bro. This nigga, bro.
They didn't do nothing wrong. They're just there with you.
They don't want to be involved, bro.
All right. All right. This dude Fresh is the worst storyteller, bro.
No, it's because I'm protecting their brand, bro. Like,
okay, all right.
You just said earlier they don't want to be seen with us. So why are you telling people who they are? You want this nigga, bro?
Well, I didn't know if they were worried about.
Yes, they were worried about.
Oh, so they're normie people too.
I'm not saying their names.
Okay, all right.
Anyhow, so we go up with some YouTubers, man. They're showing us love. My ballers too.
It's like when you watch mom and dad fight. And there's like 10 people at the dinner table and everyone's quiet. Okay, Peter, now pass me the potatoes.
The potatoes.
Because you know she's just fucking seething so the words don't come out right, but you're not going to call it out.
No.
Play the video, man. They just be going, they be zoning out.
30 minutes or so. Out of the blue, this guy pops up. I'm like, who's this nigga? Talking to the girls, touchy-feely. I'm just like, did someone invite this nigga? Mind you, I don't know who he is. Mind you, he didn't know most girls there. He just knew one of them that I was talking to, which is fine. And we're chilling, vibing, whatever.
Well, what's wrong?
It is the worst storytelling I could give it to.
I just think that if you give it some time, it's like watching something fast forwarded, but it's also buffering at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like some of them come to the club and there's way about Philly is just coming through and talking with the girls and
I don't personally watch Fresh and Fit like often. I do see their clips here and there. So I can't say how this guy speaks. I probably wouldn't pay attention to that too, but this is funny though.
Remember, I said the club closed in like 30 minutes. He comes at the very end of the night at a club, and he's there at the table. I'm like, who's this guy, whatever. So then, he's talking to most girls at the table, and the one I'm talking to, he takes particular interest into. So he's like talking to her. The nigga's like thirsty, bro. Like, when I say like overly thirsty, he's like grabbing her, trying to pull her to the car, take away from her friend. This is like, bro, do your thing. I'm not gonna stop you because, hey, that's only your brother. The nigga's pulling the girl to the car, like pulling her, legit pulling her. And I'm like, I'm going to the hotel. And her friends are like, yo, this is crazy. Like, what's happening? Somebody go get her. She's like, where are you guys going? Like, why is he pulling me this way? So I leave. I go to my hotel. I get a text saying, yo, listen, I'm dropping her off to you right now, which is the YouTuber girl that told me she's coming.
Okay, so she grabbed her from him.
Yeah. And then I asked her, so what happened? You didn't want to go home, boy? Oh, no, this and that. He was being pushy, whatever. But I want to go home with you. I just don't want to, like, make a scene. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. Kind of find out. I called the other YouTuber girl later on. She told me the full story of what happened. He wanted to smash by any means possible. So I was like, oh, shit, this is how this thing moves. She's like, yeah, everyone knows.
Oh.
damn.
Oh. Fresh, don't be saying statements that you don't mean, because I'm going to clip it and post it. That's crazy, though.
Even Fresh and Fit saying this dude weird. Being said.
All right, go ahead.
No, personally, I just think that with guys that they can't be trusted because they're mad thirsty for girls. And that's why he's in jail.
But what about what he said? What about what he said?
I mean, it just corroborates what I've heard a lot of people behind the scenes. And here's what I think. It's one thing if you have accusers in public. Like, you guys know when Fresh and Fit got accused by that girl, and I went to go listen, I'm like, that story's bogus. So people are like, oh, Abby, you're just going to believe the story. It's not that I believe the story. I'm not even telling you guys what happened or what didn't happen. But all the circumstantial evidence, for me, points to I would be very wary of him behind closed doors. That's it. And you might say, that's a lot. But when I hear the prosecutor in court saying, we have CCTV evidence, we have footage, we have photos of her injuries to her body that depict a history of violence on her.
Guys, it's Mala Isaac. I'm going to give my honest opinion about this whole Young Philly situation. As you guys may know or may not know, he got charged with R, okay? I've met the guy. I personally don't like him. He's not a nice person. I'm just going to be honest. To me, anyway. I don't know. To his friends, he might be a nice person, but to, like, if you've met him in real life, you'll know he acts in a certain way, especially if he's around people. He has a very big ego, and he kind of looks down on a lot of people.
And people think all this stuff we're saying, even his friends say this. They get on podcasts, they talk about how rude.
Look, I'm going to have to stop it here. But as I can say, a lot of people saying he's not a good person. And I don't know if they just trying to benefit on the situation. But me personally, I never met the guy before, so we could just have to see where it goes. I'm going to put the original link in the description below, man. Thank you for watching ProdigyNcl. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, man.